All right. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live, the only place on the internet where we talk about men's issues, we talk about women's issues. We're not on anybody's side except the side of love. And I'm glad to be here. I'm your man, KTJ, and I bought a great guest today. My girl Sima, Coach Sima, is in the building. Say what's up
Building.
to the people.
What's up, people? Coach Sima coming from Kernersville, North Carolina, your favorite confidence and healing coach. And I specialize in helping women create unstoppable confidence through healing. Glad to
Oh,
be here.
yes, yes, yes. Sima can help you with your. We gonna help some people here tonight, Sima.
Yes, we're going to help them tonight. That's it. That's it.
We're gonna help some people here tonight. So TikTok, I'm glad you guys are here. Look, come on over to the YouTube side if you want to see Coach Sima over here and you want to get the full effect. Come on over to the YouTube side, and you guys who are in YouTube, go ahead and let me know you're here. Jump in the chat. The chat is wide open
Open.
for you tonight to jump in the chat. Let me know you're here. Shout out the show. Hit like. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button wherever you are. Hit the like button, and love for you to share this show out. So today we're talking about it. Top 5 dating issues. Top 5. We got
Top five.
y'all do know there's many, right? Y'all do know that
Many.
there are many, but we just rolling with 5 today. All right.
Right.
And so look, I'm gonna get this show started with one that I found, and you guys tell me what you think about this brother right here.
is the perfect one until she proves otherwise. If she proves otherwise and she treats you like a king, it's a different story. But early on, you cannot fall in love with girls. You cannot put all of your emotional investment into girls. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep dating other girls until some girl comes along that is worth your time and devotion. There are plenty of fish in the sea. The best dating advice that I wish I knew when I was younger. You should never, ever put so much investment into one girl when you're dating until she's earned it. If she's not proving to you that she is worthy of your attention, do not give it to her. Stop chasing this girl. Instead, go out there and date lots of girls. Don't think that this girl is the perfect one until she proves otherwise. If she proves otherwise and she treats you like a king, it's a different story. But early on, you cannot fall in love with girls. You cannot put all of your emotional investment into girls. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep dating other girls until some girl comes along that is worth your time and devotion.
All right, Seema,
Yes.
off the top, what do you think about what this guy is saying here? As he's giving young men advice on this. Tell me what you think about what this guy's saying.
Well, first, I would definitely give the women this similar advice.
Mm-hmm.
Why not give the men the same advice?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, men, same thing for the men. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So we tell the ladies, go out and date, have a good time. Don't jump into one so quick, because you know how we do. We'll meet one like, oh, he won, he's the one, right? But men do it too. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? A CEO does not hire the first applicant that comes in,
Mm.
right? There's a
Fact.
resume process. There's an
Mm-hmm.
interview. Matter of fact, the last job I had to go through 3 interviews and do a presentation. Okay.
Mm.
So yes, fellas, don't put, you have emotions too.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the key. This is the key. You can date, but y'all don't sleep with all these people. Now, when we said date many people, we didn't say sleep with them. We said date. You are dating. You are going through the dating pool trying to figure out, find the lady that is suitable for you. There's nothing wrong with it. If the ladies can do it, the men can do it. Just don't be
Yeah.
sleeping with all these people.
Yeah. 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 So my thought on what he had to say was, this is something that men have to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men have to have a certain amount of experience when it comes to relationships before they settle down with one person,
Right. Mm-hmm.
right? Because there are a lot of expectations for men that are not necessarily for women,
Right.
right? Men are expected to know what you're doing, to know where you're going, to be able to be a leader, to be somebody who's strong, somebody who's confident, somebody,
Absolutely.
you understand? And you can't just float into that.
Right.
You got to have experiences that teach you certain things on each time. And so I think for men, your job is to learn the lessons,
Ooh,
learn the
that's good.
lessons
Mhm.
from each experience.
Mhm.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Because each experience, I really just believe that life is cumulative in itself.
Mhm.
Life adds up. Okay, life it's cumulative. One thing is building upon the next thing. It's building upon the next thing, which built upon the last thing.
That's right.
And so it's all going. All going somewhere. So learn the lessons. Now, if you go through all these relationships and all these situationships, and you haven't learned anything,
Any less that this where we have a problem.
that's when you have a problem. It's like you ain't learned nothing after all of that. You just went through all these things for no reason.
Right.
It's just like, no,
Yeah.
you messing up.
I,
So
I think you brought up a very good point about just, learning as we experience things. Some of us some of us didn't have examples. So we don't know how to be a leader. We don't know how to be a wife and a suitable helpmate. So we've got to get in there and practice. I mean, y'all, we just can't wake up one day and, be experts at this. So we do have to get in there and practice. Where did you go, Troy? Troy left us, y'all. Let me see here. Okay, am I on here by myself? Do I have Troy's whole show by myself? Y'all know they have done the wrong thing to put me on here by myself. Oh, y'all, I'm on Troy's show by myself. Listen, look at this. Okay.
yeah, I'm back. my computer died. I thought it was charging, but apparently it's not. All right, so we just got to change the angle a little bit, but we rolling.
That's okay.
We rolling. So definitely. So we were talking about that guy, and so look, I definitely I can get with what he's saying. I see what he's trying to say, but sometimes guys will take it too far. But you got to definitely learn the lessons. Hey, look at your sisters here.
I'm hearing some feedback.
You got feedback?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You guys let me know if you got feedback as well.
Hey, Tawana.
Yes. So, let me give me a quick sec, Sima. I need to pull something up, but I'm gonna put you on to talk to the folks. Yeah, talk to them.
Hey, let's talk about the video while we're waiting on Troy to get the sound and everything. So I think one of the things that women have an issue with is the dating many men at one time. Okay, let me explain it. Some of you will not be able to do this. Okay, you're not good at it. Okay, that would be me. I'm not good at it. Okay. So for those of you who are not good at dating more than one person at a time, you need to vet those individuals that you're spending time with very well. Okay. And I'm going to give you another hack. Ladies, find some men that you trust who are going to be honest and who are going to vet this gentleman with and for you. Okay? So make sure there's someone you can trust and make sure it's someone who's going to tell you the truth. Okay? Okay, now I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
So make sure you can, it's someone you can trust. If it's your father, okay? Now you need to say, Daddy, I need you to be open to me having someone now. It's a brother. It may be your spiritual father, your pastor, your uncles. Choose someone who can vet these gentlemen with and for you. Okay? Because men.
Said feedback is back.
Yeah, the feedback is still there. Men can see a player 100 miles away. Let me say that again. Men can see a player 100 miles away. Okay? So make sure you do that. If you're going to date many men, or if you're going to do, date one guy and decide if he's the one and say, nah, this is not working, and move to the next.
Hold on, you guys. I'll be back.
Okay. Have someone, a male that you know, to vet him. Okay. With and for you. Okay. So this person has to know who you are. So I want to tell you something. For a woman, we are to be his suitable helpmate. Okay. I want you to focus in on the word suitable. So I'm not suitable for every man. You're not suitable for every man. Okay. What God has called me to do, and what this journey that I'm on in my life is not suitable for every man. Okay. So you have to be a suitable mate for him. That's why every man won't fit. And sometimes, ladies, we get into the glamification and the fantasy of it all, and we're not paying attention to those very important things that are going to mean the most 10 years down the road. Have a male that you trust, that you know will be honest, that you can take constructive criticism from. Vet this person or persons with and for you. So if you're going to take that gentleman's advice about not pouring your full emotions into it, guys, you too, and you're going to date, several people at one time. And remember, I said, don't sleep with these people. Okay. The reason why I say don't sleep with them, because when you're sharing sexual energy, it confuses things. People don't want to accept that, but it is the absolute truth. It confuses the dynamics of relationships, especially for women. Especially for women. Because for women, we are receivers. So you have to be careful if you're out here dating and sleeping with a lot of men at one time, more than one man. You won't be able to see each guy for who they really are. Okay, I'm going to say that again. If you're out here sleeping with more than one man at the same time, you won't be able to see each person or each man for who they really are, because sexual energy has got in the way. Okay.
Hey, Sima.
Yes.
You're doing a great job. Can you disconnect from your computer for a minute?
Okay, sure.
Like not from the show, but your earphone.
Oh, my earphone. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So you going straight in?
Yeah, I don't have any earphones on now.
Okay. So it's not plugged up to the computer? Okay. All right, you guys, let us know if you can still hear the feedback.
I can.
You still hear feedback?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. All right,
The feedback came when you changed over.
Yeah. All right, just give me 1 sec.
Okay.
It's a live show, folks. It's a live show.
Right.
We're gonna get there. Just give me a hot second.
Yeah. So whatever you changed, that's when the feedback came.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. All right. How about now? Ooh, we got a lot. Hold on. Wait a
Yeah.
minute. We. All right. Let me see. How about now? We got feedback.
Okay, yours is fine. Oh, look at that. We're back. Oh,
Yes.
wait a minute. I hear a little bit of feedback from me now. A little bit. But
All right.
okay, that's better.
You guys let me know if we sound good. If we sounding good over here.
We're back in business.
In business. We back in business. All right. We back like we never left. All right, you guys. So I got another video that I wanna. All right, your sister say we good. Sissy say we good. So we good. All right. I got another one here that I want to get your thought on, and then we're gonna.
Can somehow be more appealing than the person who does. I heard someone say, it's so crazy how a woman can walk into a room with 10 different guys, showering her with compliments, telling her how beautiful and amazing she is, offering her everything they got, treating her like an absolute queen. Then all of a sudden, there's this 11th guy who simply just walks in, says hi to her, turns his back, and go talks to his boys. And surprisingly, that's the guy the woman will choose. And it's the same the other way around too. It's the same concept with, oh, don't text him too much, don't give him too much attention, show him you have options so he can chase you. Like, you're telling me that if I like someone, I have to somehow act like I'm not interested so they can like me back? I give up. You know what sucks about
All right. Sima, what do you think about this?
Games.
Games.
Yeah, I don't have time for it. Y'all, that's too much. It's too much to be playing games. It's just too much. Yeah.
Games.
Games.
So when I talk to the guys, my thought is this, right? You present who you are right there at the moment, right?
Yeah.
This is who you are, and who you should be presenting is a strong, confident individual who knows why he came over there. You go over there, you don't wait for her to blow, flick her hair or to wink her eye at you or any of that. If you see a woman that you want to get to meet, you go over there, say hello,
Say hello.
tell her why you came over there, right? And find out if you can get to know her on a deeper level from there.
Right.
But it's very simple. It's very simple. But you know what actually complicates things? It's the mind.
Yeah, we're overthinking. Overthinking.
Overthinking.
It's very simple. That video, just games. Who has times? Who has time, guys, to try to figure out? Okay, does he really like me because he's not paying me any attention? Like, that doesn't make sense. So really think about. It's very simple. As Troy said, you see a young lady you're interested in, you go over there. What's the intro? What's the big deal with the men who are like, I'm not going over there? Like, go over there, approach her, and and guess what? She might say, ladies, now y'all know y'all be mean sometimes. I know I have. Get out my face. I'm just kidding. But listen, the guy approaches you, and if she's not interested, she's not interested. I mean, and I don't know, you have to tell me, Troy, from a man's perspective. I think the men might have some issues there with rejection or whatever. I don't know. Yes. But you approach her, and trust me, we ladies, we love that. Because you know what that tells me? He said it. You're confident. Mm-hmm. You're a leader. Mm-hmm. You know what you want. You made a decision at some point. I'm going over and say something because she caught my eye. Men are visual.
Yes.
So he saw something that he liked.
Yes.
Okay. So all those games, it's too much. It's extra,
Right.
it's complicated. And as they say, it's starting to put a little P in the dating pool. Y'all.
You know what? The thing is, though, sometimes guys don't understand. Like, women go through a lot to put themselves together.
Yes,
right?
a lot.
And for the most part, right? Every woman who gets dressed, she put that all on purpose. Okay.
Yes.
She was picking it out in the morning. She was like, "Oh, this is cute. Oh, this right here is cute. Let me put it together." And I don't care if it was just some leggings and some sneakers, like she going to the gym. She put it together and she designed her own look so that, you know, it makes her feel better. And for you to come over and taking notice of her, that means that's a check mark for her.
That's a check mark. That's a check mark. Because we done went through the whole process. My shoes, my hair, my lashes, my makeup, everything has to. Tamika said we dress on purpose. We already know when we go out. Listen, I know I'm looking good because I put this together. So when the brother come over there and say, "Man, you look really nice in that pink," you know, we already know we look nice, but we like to hear it. You know.
Yes. Yeah.
Tamika say you snooze, you lose.
You lose. Absolutely. My girl Renee said, "Yes, we too."
Come on, Renee. Listen, we don't have time for that. And I want y'all young people to that's too much. Okay.
Yeah.
Take it from us who've already been through this road. I don't have time trying to figure out, okay, does he really like me? Because he's kind of avoiding me. No, he's avoiding me. He does not like me.
Yeah, yeah.
Period. Okay.
You know what? And so many, you wonder why Pookie and the Ray Rays end up getting so many women. Sometimes it's not because they got the most game or they the most slick guy and they the most. No, they the guy who is not scared to go over there and say hello.
And say hello. They are the ones who took a chance and said hello and happened to get her number or her Facebook or whatever it was that they got from her. But you are exactly right. And they're like, "Man, how he pull her?"
Yeah.
Well, because he said something.
Because he said something. He spoke up.
That's it. Absolutely.
Let's catch a little bit more of this lady and then we're going to get on.
Okay.
A dating generation is that people who are caring less and acting like they show no interest can somehow be more appealing than the person who does.
Now, Sima, I'm gonna freeze that for a minute.
Okay.
Now, there is something to what she's saying about kind of not being so available to everybody, right? I like the idea of a slow burning fire.
Right. I like the fire, yes, in the background. Okay. Yes, I
like that idea of a slow burning fire. Right. You shouldn't release everything who you are and what you do and you know who your mama is and where you was born and like in the first conversation you just standing there, you know, and some people will ask you 100 questions and for a lot of ladies, y'all like to talk.
Listen, we love to talk and told our whole entire story, gave away everything he needed to know in the first date.
And
so there's nothing for him to ask questions or to observe.
They might not even get to the date. I'm talking about in the first conversation.
Yes.
You walk over there and you tell them, "Yeah, I was born in New York City." You know, I worked at the post office, and I worked there too, and
everything. I told your whole life story. So I'll give you an example. So a young man came into my inbox, and hey, I'm just saying hello to him. But anyway, he came into my inbox and he asked if I would like to go out. And at first I said, when I saw it, I thought, oh Lord, here we go again. So ladies, I did not answer that night. I did not answer. So I said, let me think about it. Okay. So then I went to bed, and the next day when I woke up, I looked at my inbox, and of course, he was there, and he had seen that I read it. So then I had decided, okay, I will go out. Okay, we can go out. So as soon as I said I want to go out, he said, well, we can go out tonight.
Mm.
Okay, talking about being available. So I'm like, okay. I immediately was going to just change my whole schedule around that night for somebody that I don't even know, Troy.
Wow. Wow.
But then something inside of me, this is where this experience comes from later, said, no, it's okay. You don't have to jump and go tonight. I would love it, but tonight I am tied up tonight, but I am available on X night. Sure, let's go out. So going back to your point, the availability, not games. We're not talking about games. We're just talking about you don't have to be so available for people that you don't even know yet. Okay. Right. Give it time. Slow down, everybody. Slow down. Yes. Learn people, observe, listen. Ladies, I'm talking to you. Listen what he says. You're going to make some connections by just listening. Okay. And ask him questions and hush.
Yes, yes. Look. If anybody's sitting around waiting for the 5 dating issues and the answers, y'all already late. You're supposed to be taking notes from.
No, you must exactly. You should have 5 by now. 5.
Yeah, okay? Yeah. You got 10 by now.
Right. So listen, and ladies, when you ask him something, pause and let him think about it. Men, we're I think what's the number, story where ladies we're speaking thousands of words a day?
Something like 20,000 words a day, and men speak like 6,000.
So I give him we process very fast. So, and we like details, so we're trying to like put words in his mouth. No, let's let him talk and let's hear what he has to say.
Yes. And you know what? Some men are talkers, and they just like let it all go, and they want to brag about what they have and all of that.
Oh Lord. Okay.
But a lot of the younger guys are more quiet and reserved, and they more like snipers. They just sitting and listening and looking for an entryway. Okay, so you gotta kind of gotta discern the sort of person that's in front of you and kind of move in that direction.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Let's catch a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna push on.
Okay. Cool.
Well, okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna hold out for that, okay. Listen, a guy should be invested in his own life anyway. He should be invested in his own life and enjoying his life, whether it's a guy or a woman, right? I teach out here on these social media streets. You are the party.
Wow, I love that.
You are the party. So if you go out, and I do suggest you take yourself out to places that you really like to go to. Now, for me, look, I got a section on my phone of restaurants. Every time they come up on how they show the restaurants on Instagram and all that.
Yes.
Go to this place over here. They have this. They have that. I go click link. I grab that link and put it in my notes for whenever I'm looking to go out and have a good time.
I like that.
That's where I go to. And so I got a long list now of really cool places to go, right? I suggest you do something like that and keep up with the list and then go to those places by yourself.
By yourself. Yes, I love that. Go to those places by yourself. That's what I teach. When I was doing relationship coaching, I would teach the ladies to go by themselves. Man, it was hard to get some of the women to go out by themselves. They're like, everybody gonna be watching me. They're not.
They're
Okay.
not. They're
They're
not.
not go by yourself. But fellas, he just gave y'all a little bit of game. Watch this. The list of restaurants. So when you're ready to go out, don't ask her where you want to go.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
got a list. Hey, I've been wanting to try this new place I saw on Instagram. Man, that food looked nice. I'm gonna send you a link. You tell me what you think. But I think we should go there. I think we're gonna have a good time because they
Yeah.
got a live band and da 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 da. And
Yeah.
she's gonna be like, "Oh, yes, I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
leadership."
Yeah. It's a man taking the role of leader and direct. Look, but I like what you're saying. So Sima, sometimes a guy gets in his head about this, and he doesn't want to come off as overbearing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So he's asking her like, "Well, what do you like? And well, what do you want to do? And what do you?" And but in reality, he needs to be in this mindset that I'm going to bring her into my party.
Wow,
Right?
I love that. Yes.
Bring her into my party. And listen, fellas, I don't care if you are one of these nerdy guys who likes anime, who who if the anime conference is in town and you want to go there, bring her to the anime conference.
Bring her into your party.
Bring her into your party. And so look, so this keeps you from trying to fake and be somebody that you're not.
That's good. I
right?
like that.
If you're not Mr. Romantic that's going to take her to a let's say a salsa restaurant and you're going to dance and you're going to do all that, wait, hold on. I got to have one for that. Where's my
Because listen, if that's not you, you can't keep that up. So if you take her to the salsa, she's gonna be like, "Well, when you was dating me, you took me to the salsa place and all that, but now you don't do it because that wasn't his party, right? He was trying to fake it to win your heart." Right. Fellas, don't do that. Don't do that.
Right. Look, don't try to
right.
That's not you. Don't do that.
If that's not you. I love that idea about the restaurants though, because there's so many new restaurants always popping up. And what that says to her is that, man, you've been doing your research.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, number two, leadership. Hey, this is what I would like to do. So more than likely, she's going to say, "Oh yes, that's a great idea. Look at the menu. Go look, make sure it's something on there that you like, because I want you to enjoy it too. Yeah. But we really got to go because everybody been talking about it.
Right.
So to us, that reads as leadership.
Yes, and maybe find out if she got peanut allergies or seafood allergies or something like that. If she got a seafood allergy, do not insist on taking her to Red Lobster or
the crab place.
Just bypass that and don't push the issue.
Oh Lord. Anyway,
this all seems elementary, right?
Right.
You can't imagine how many people get hung up on this stuff and just won't, like a guy's trying to insist that she goes to a seafood place and she's allergic to shellfish.
Right. And he's like, "There's someone there you can get." So in her mind, it already reads as, "Bruh, you selfish. I can't, even though I can get a steak, but we're in a seafood place. I have an allergy."
Look, Sima, I know a lady who actually went to the seafood place and said, "Well, I just ate the bread and the salad."
Uh-huh.
Are you kidding me? You just said, "No, I'm not going."
Because I don't want to be sick. Something could have happened. Yeah. And that's no. But that goes about what I was just talking about. Stop doing that. You're making she made herself too available because she wanted to be with that person, versus advocating for herself would simply be to say, "I would prefer not to go to a seafood place because I have an allergy and I want to be able to enjoy my date and not be sick."
Right. And really insisting on that and letting him get the message.
Right. And if he won't get the message after that, listen, he might not be the one.
Right. Okay? Look, homeboy, do you want to kiss at the end of the night or you want to be at urgent care at the end of the night?
That part.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. So look, I found this article. 5 problems with modern dating and how not to let them screw us up.
Oh boy.
All right. 5 problems with modern dating. You guys, Sima, you tell me what you think of these. I'm gonna read some of this, and then I'll comment on it as well.
Okay.
Here they go, trying to sell us something. Here we go.
Always trying to sell us something. Always. Okay.
Here are 5 main problems with modern dating. All right, we're gonna see if we can answer some of these problems on modern dating. Number 1, most people are not clear about their intentions.
Bingo.
Yeah, the article says most of the time when we meet people we like, we want to get to know them and find out how they could fit into the chaotic but joyful life we're trying to live. Same goes for people we think we'd like to date. But in the modern age where we meet people online, flirting happens pretty fast. Words of affirmation and the soothing idea that someone likes us melts our walls like butter. And after a few dates, when we finally want things to be steady, we'll find out that they're not ready for anything serious. I wish I had time for the buzzer. Leaving us hanging and screwing with our emotions at the same time. Here we go. There it is. Look, not being clear on intentions.
Right. And so the first thing is, guys, you gotta be clear on your own intentions. Like what? So what are my intentions? Am I looking for fun? Am I looking for companionship? Am I looking for just somebody to hang out with? Am I looking for sex? Y'all, am I dating to collect data with the hopes of moving to marriage? You got to be clear on what your intentions are.
Yes.
Okay? So that you can communicate that. And it's okay. Listen, it's okay. If you go out with someone and they say, I'm not looking for a serious relationship right now. I'm kind of looking for just somebody to hang out with, whatever. And you want marriage. There you go. You're not there to change their mind. You are there to respect their boundary. They have told you what their intentions are, and make a wise choice that while I enjoyed hanging out with this person, we do not have the same goals.
Fact.
And people don't do that. And exactly how the article said, you get in 6 months to a year. That's why I tell ladies, don't introduce your children to 6 months to a year, because you don't know what's going to go down. And if you decide, oh man, this is not working out, then you need to, you haven't introduced them to your children. So you got to make sure that, if you get 6 months down the road and come to find out, they're like, well, I was just really up in here trying to get me some sex. And you're like, what? I have introduced you to my family and all this stuff. And you're like, oh my God, because somebody wasn't clear on their original intentions.
Yeah. That's true. And but there is someone who usually asks that question right away. You know who that is? The father.
The father. Yes, the father. Okay. He don't know what intention you have with my daughter.
What are your intentions with
my daughter?
Okay. Fathers, get right to it. So look, if you are uncomfortable about getting that answer, right, when you decide to bring him around somebody, another male that you trust.
That's what I told him while you were trying to fix the sound. That's what I said. Another male that you trust.
Bring him around another male that you trust, and let the male kind of evaluate this guy. Somebody that you trust, maybe your uncle, your cousin, not your ex-boyfriend.
Because he gonna surely say, he's not it.
Yeah. You don't need your ex-boyfriend. He's gonna he's gonna be upset already. He's gonna be like, because he lost.
He lost.
So don't ask him.
Yeah, don't ask him. That's a fail.
Asking a man who you trust to just kind of get in there, and even, this is a good idea. Even if this guy has told you what his intentions are, another man understands another man.
I said that too while you're fixing the sound. They can see a play a mile away.
Yes, and we speak a certain language, and we know certain things, and that other man, who's got no dog in the fight except supporting you,
Right.
he'll be able to sniff out trouble long before it comes. So that's a great thing to do.
Absolutely. And so for the ladies who don't have brothers, I don't have brother. My father has passed away. So, what you have to do is you have to go out and seek people and build connections with, your pastor, your basketball coach, somebody, men that you trust, that you can take constructive criticism from, and that it's not going to affect your relationship. That's how you can trust them. They tell you, baby girl, you're going to mess up on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Really? So you want to be able to hear what they have to say. All you have to have, ladies, we think differently than men. So make sure you make that a priority. Okay?
Absolutely. Let's check out the next one. Number 2.
Wow.
People have normalized. This is the second issue in dating. People have normalized ghosting. It says usually people will give an explanation or an alibi and then utter their painful goodbyes. But now in the modern and millennial dating, when our potential partner doesn't want a steady relationship, they just disappear like a thin bubble that floats in the air only to vanish out of sight. How did ghosting, instead of talking about how things are going, become the new normal? How can some people sleep at night after leaving their people's lives without giving a clue as to why they did? How can these folks expect others to move on without any hatred, pain, or emotional
bruising?
What do you think about this, Sima?
I'm surprised about this one, but as I think about it, because when I saw it, I'm like, "Whoa, people do that." But I have to also remember the article said in this millennial, so I'm a little bit older. So, what is this to me? We don't know how to communicate.
Yes. Or
we don't know how to communicate.
Sima, or don't know how to communicate, or don't know how to receive communication.
Now,
right.
That's a good point. So if you're dating someone and oh God, if I need to tell him that it's not working out, but when I tell him it's going to be a whole big drama, part of you is like to escape it, to protect myself and my emotions, then I ghost. Okay, I can dig that. Yep. So I can totally dig, but that goes back to, man, y'all, we got to learn how to understand that it's okay that it didn't work, and it's nothing bad about me or you.
Right.
At least we had the guts to say, you know what, we have evaluated this, and I don't think we are the perfect fit. So, I respect you, you respect me. I want you to be happy. You want me to be happy. Then I release you, and I release you to go on and find whoever the other person is. But this ghosting,
I did a video on TikTok on how to break up with a man who doesn't want to break up with you.
I saw
it. yeah.
Because I went through that. I listen, I saw it. Okay. Y'all need to go find out, because I was sitting there like, oh my gosh.
Yes. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. It happens with men and women.
Men and women.
There are some women who don't get it. They don't get they just, you tell them. There are some women who are living this they already got the fantasy in their head.
Already. They have already bought into it. They have told everybody, girl, they done picked out the dress and everything. So when you come in here and saying this is not working out, what?
Right.
My whole life has fallen apart.
Right.
They go back to your point earlier. Stop putting everything in there all so fast, you guys, and tying your emotions to that person. Slow down.
Yes.
Slow down.
My girl, Shanae, over here, she said, ghosting is such a punk move, especially when you have been dealing with someone for some time.
Absolutely. I totally agree. We are more adult than that. And as hard as it's going to be,
at least we should be.
Yeah, we should be. I feel like as adults, we have to say something, and prayerfully, the other person is just as mature as you are. And both of you can say, hey, okay, I understand your point and I respect your boundaries.
Yes.
We got to
Respect
do better
your
with this.
boundaries. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, some of these people don't get it. They hear you. They're like, oh, well, I guess you're just not feeling good today.
No,
No, it's a whole.
no, I'm telling you, I don't want this anymore. I'm out.
All right. Number 3, people are trying to be perfect. This is big right here.
This is big.
Yeah. People are trying to be perfect. It says, thanks to social media, where we can post all of our life's highlights, we are expected to live up to them 100%. We're expected to be intelligent, generous, kind, independent, financially stable, a political analyst, philanthropist, a cook, a foodie, a therapist, while still having the body of celebrity and
Perfect.
perfect skin.
I love it.
Yes, but for the glory of numbers, likes, hearts, some people will want to play the game because they think it will come in handy in the dating pool. We believe our crush will choose someone who checks every standard on the list they've created. We are all trying to live out the best version of our life can offer, but there will always be some flaws, mistakes, emotional wounds, and traumas that we're trying to heal from.
Mm-hmm.
So people are trying to be perfect. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. And I do blame social media. So I think this article is right on point now because we can we have a glimpse into everybody's lives, right? Now we have a glimpse. Michelle said she told him he wouldn't listen. She had to disappear. Michelle was like, listen, I tried. I didn't want to ghost him, but I had to.
And you know what? But wait a minute. Hold what you saying there, Sima, for a minute, because what she's saying is true. Like there are some people who don't get it, and ghosting them is all you can do. So look, if you're going to block somebody, this is what I'm suggesting. Block them everywhere.
Everywhere.
I got people who say I blocked him, but he's still sending hearts on my story, or it's still watching my stories. I want to know, how come he has access to your stories? Oh, because you really didn't block him. So look, Sima, sometimes it's our vanity. Our vanity is working against us. Tell the truth. You like being looked at.
Yeah. Yep.
Tell
you
the
like
truth.
to see that heart, like, we still checking me, girl.
You like that feeling. He's all you got that image of him. Guys, puppy dog guys, look at her. And you like that. You like that. So
I was at a retreat one time. Shout out to Dr. Pruitt, Dr. P. She said we were at a retreat and we were talking about this very subject. And she said, no, you just got to block them everywhere. And yeah, and so I was in a situation similar to this, and she was like, you got to block them. Listen, I'm gonna be your accountability. Get up on that right now and block it. Block. Because those of us who are healers and who, have that, a good heart, I have a gift of mercy, you're like, well, I can just block them here. They'll be okay. No, you're going to have to block everywhere. Like Michelle said, I tried to be the adult, but they won't listen. In that case, you just got to block it.
How about you have a great weekend and then get ghosted after 2 years? Okay. So have a great weekend. I think I understand what that means. Yes, had a great weekend. Understood. And get ghosted after 2 years. Some people don't know how to communicate.
Just don't know how to communicate. And we really, this is one area I think, when you get married, you guys, you cannot have a successful marriage without strong communication skills. Okay. And both of you need communication skills. And let me tell you, there are going to be uncomfortable conversations that have to be had. Matt, the kind that you're at work like, oh my God, When I get home, we got to talk about it.
Yes.
I'm nervous because I don't know. Listen, it's part of marriage. It's part of relationships. You're gonna have to have those with your friendships.
Yes.
We have to be open to Tamika said, laughing out loud. We've got to be open to being able to evolve as far as our communication is concerned.
Yes.
So you're gonna mess around and find you somebody you really like, and that person is very communicative. They like to, talk about how they're feeling, and and you're gonna be like stretched, really stretched. Okay. So practice. You have to, if you have, listen, my clients, I'm like, if you have to write down what you need to say, this is better than ghosting somebody. If you have to write it down and say, okay, so I make sure I don't miss my points. This is what we speakers do. We have to have our points so we make sure we cover everything. If you need to do that, I would rather you do that than to simply ghost someone.
Right.
Because somebody's emotions are on the line. And people are crazy out here, honey.
Yeah. Look, I got a little trick too. If you being ghosted and you upset about it, when they send you that Dear John letter that Sima's talking about, that it's over. Don't even respond.
Don't respond. Well, guess what? But listen,
if it's over,
you have to write it. I would rather you do that than just dump somebody. Okay.
Right. Look, she send you, fellas. She send you that Dear John letter. Don't even respond. You block her first. Block her.
Look, Troy said, you see that letter, girl. You didn't even have the decency to get on the phone with me. Bye. But guess what? Solved. Problem solved.
Yes, problem solved. Look, Eileen Gal says, Gael, she says, yes, no response is classic. It also makes the man go crazy. Now, wait a minute, Eileen Gal. You don't want the man going crazy. You're trying to let him go. Right. You don't want a man going crazy because
you do not want that. As my children say, this ain't what you want.
This ain't what you want.
This ain't what you
trust
want.
me. You don't want a man who thinks
Y'all,
that.
Watch what you say too. Yes. You don't want to be crazy in love and madly in love. Who wants to be mad? Listen to what you're saying. I don't want to be madly in love with anyone.
Which means you out of your mind.
Right. I don't want that. Be careful what you are saying and the words that you're speaking out into the universe. I don't want to fall. No, I don't want to fall anywhere, really.
I don't want to fall in love.
Right. I don't want to fall.
That's out of control.
So, so watch what you say. You don't want anybody that's crazy at all.
Absolutely not. All right. So you guys stop trying to be perfect. Number three.
Trying to be perfect is listen.
Your list. List. Look, you trying to be perfect, and nobody's perfect. Nobody can check all those boxes. You gotta. I was watching some show the other night, and this woman come on talking about how much the man gotta make, and she said $200,000 a year. Okay, and and she So the person looked at her and said, "Well, what you got a lot of demands. Oh, he's got to be a father figure to my kids. He's got to do this. He's got to do that. He's got to do." And she had a long laundry list of the man, and I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah, she's gonna be on a long list of singleness.
Exactly. I'm trying to figure out why this guy that you just described would choose you. I mean, this guy gonna have every choice in the world.
Listen, he's making $200,000. Baby, and you want him to be a father figure to your children. Yes. Ladies, that's what I'm saying. We have to. Again, I tell my clients, I want you to write down the top 3 things that are important to you that deal with character. In some way, form, or fashion. Girl, he got to be 6'5", baby. We'll get to that later, okay? What are the foundational things that you need in your life? If you need someone to be an example for your children, then you definitely want him to have character, integrity, to be able to demonstrate how loving if you want him to see, these are the things we need to focus on. And this, And I'm not saying money and being a provider is not important, but at the same time, some of these things need to be on our preference, which means I'm willing to negotiate that
Yes.
part. But
Yes.
what are you not willing to negotiate? Let's
Mhm.
focus on those 3, 4, 5 things
Sure.
there. And let's start there. And then we can see what else he brings or she brings to the table.
Right, right, right. Here's the reason why what you just said really makes a lot of sense, Sima, because then it also directs where you're going to spend your time and likely to run into this person.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Look, if you say I'm looking for a person who has who invests in their body, like this is somebody who I want somebody who like this person you can just see. Look, even if you say I want a man with a six pack, right? You're not gonna look for this man over at the Golden Corral.
You should.
Okay?
He's probably gonna be at the gym,
He's gonna be at
running a
the gym.
marathon or something somewhere.
He's gonna be involved in the track club in the city.
Yes.
In something fitness related.
Right.
Are you willing to get involved in the fitness related community?
That's it.
Guess what?
So she just want him to have a six pack, but
him to have a six pack.
Yeah, that's why I took six pack off my list, ladies, because I don't have one. Okay, now don't let me get a six pack out here now. No, just
look. But if you got one, you more likely to find somebody who probably has one too.
There you go. There you go. And so that's a very good point. I never looked at it that way. You narrow down the top 5 things, you're probably that's gonna basically narrate where you're gonna find the person. So one of your top 5 things is he's very godly, very spiritual, whatever. You're probably gonna find him, at church, maybe in your meditation group, whatever. So it's you gotta narrow that down. Yes. But some of this stuff, ladies, and I'm talking to the ladies because we're bad about it. Some of this stuff, he got to have 6 figures and a 6 pack and 6 feet tall. Well, that's 3 6s to me. I'm a little bit afraid. So be careful what you ask for.
The mark of the beast.
Right. I always tell my ladies, like I said, your standards list these things, which means that these are deal breakers. Need to kind of, be around things that deal with their character, their work ethics, their values, their personal values, things like that. Their height. I can't, I can't say, okay, I'm 5'6" now. Okay. By next week, I'm going to be 6 feet tall. I can't. Okay. Do you want him to, if you say, I want somebody with no children, watch this. If you say, I want somebody that doesn't have children, he's probably not going to be at the park.
Right.
He doesn't have any children.
Right. Right.
Okay. So, just be careful about the things that you want and focus on those things that are so important that are going to mean the most from today, 20 years from now.
Yes.
So a man with integrity and character and very good work ethics and personal values, that's going to stay the same probably. Yes. Most, so that's important to me.
Yes. Yes. I love, Sima, I love that because there are some men who are great potential, right? Now, some people say, look, I ain't marrying. I'm not getting with nobody who's potential. I'll meet you at the finish line. Well, if he gets to the finish line, what do he need you for? I'm telling you, it's better for you to look at those things that matter and you can almost project. If you get with somebody who's a good listener, who has great IQ, EQ, emotional intelligence.
Yeah, on that,
right?
Top on the list.
Somebody who listens, somebody who connects, somebody who you feel like you can work with, you can get the $200,000
easy,
just like that.
Easy.
If you with somebody who will listen, who will connect, who can feel and understand your strengths, and he's open to, or he or she is open to allowing you to examine their strengths and committed to the team.
200,000 is on the way.
It's on the
in
way.
no time.
Like nothing. Like nothing.
Like nothing, like nothing. And then one that we always laugh at, you know, the ladies people, girl, he got to have nice teeth and all that. I said, girl, that's what the dentist is for. Go on up and listen. Everybody, you just get your little few coins and send him on up in there. He gonna come out looking nice.
Yes,
we can fix that. I even saying that some women are like, well, he got to have perfect credit. Listen, life happens. I done fixed my credit about 3 times.
Yeah, understood.
Credit is fixable as long as you have someone who is open, like you just said, open to, okay, my credit is not where it needs to be. I'm willing to do what I need to do. We're going to do it together. And both of us are going to come up in our credit. Yeah. So just make sure those things that are usually embedded in the person, and by the time they get to their 40s and 50s, like I am, it's in there. Work ethics, personal value. My personal value, core values are freedom, peace, and purpose. So I know I have to align someone who is about freedom, peace, and purpose. Otherwise, we're not going to go together. Right. It's important to me to have freedom, peace, and purpose.
I love that.
But if you don't know your core values, and if they don't know theirs, you got to find out how they're going to work together like this. Yeah. Okay. So mine is freedom, you know, hopefully his is somewhere in that neighborhood about, you know, what are we going to do to create freedom in our life when we're in our 70s, 60s and the grandbabies, and we're just over here just living.
Yes.
I need for us to be on the same page about freedom.
Listen, because people are living a long time. My mother just celebrated 80 years.
All right. That's awesome.
Her sister just turned 79, and I got great aunts who are 96, and the other one is 92, and like people are living a long time. And
absolutely. So make sure your core values are going to go together, because this is when sex is not on the top of the list, y'all. Okay. Right. Communication is there. You're my best friend. We're taking a trip together because we like to talk, and we do things together that we both like, that we acquire, you know, something that we just, you know, found out that we like over the years. I'm one of those people that I look ahead. So, you know, when people say don't marry potential, I always say, well, there's layers to that. Okay. It depends on where the potential is. So you know, I need somebody that's going to be thinking about, okay, how can we evolve and be better? If you have that potential, I can work with it. You see what I'm saying? But if you're not thinking about being better, I can't work with it.
Yes, fact.
So, you know, it depends on how you define potential, because you know, there are layers, there are different layers to potential. So don't put everything in that one basket, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, look, I need everybody to hit the like button, hit the like button. We need them likes to come through. If you're watching, if you want to check the show out on YouTube, you can type in The Love Coach. You see it right there at the bottom, The Love Coach. I'd love for you to go ahead and help sponsor the show. Kelvin Troy Johnson in the Cash App, as well as PayPal is in the using PayPal. I'd love for you guys to support this show. This stuff takes time and it takes money, and I need y'all to come
absolutely
on support the show. All right, let me finish this one. That was number 3. So these are the dating issues. These are the 5 dating issues that we just tackling the dating issues. Number 4, people mostly look for a time pass. Okay, let's see what that's talking about.
Let's see what they're saying about that. I can't see it, by the way.
Oh, you can't see it. Okay, my bad. Thank you for letting me know. Here we go.
There we go. Okay.
Right.
Oh.
People mostly look for a time pass. Let's see what they're talking about. While everyone is at home because of the pandemic, this was during the pandemic, and things are starting to get boring, people are looking for something or someone to entertain them and distract them. But when people start reaching out to other people, when they flirt with them or say things they don't mean to catch feelings, then chances are high that it's about to get really messy. It's always best to keep in mind that some people only chat or flirt with us because they're bored, or they are healing from something else, and we happen to be a nice distraction from that. With this in mind, it's probably best if we don't jump too fast and too quick onto some people. Get to know them first. Really get to know them. Parse every detail in their life that you think matters when it comes to dating. Be sure that they are clean from their past and really see you as an interesting person they genuinely want to get to know and hopefully be in a relationship with.
Mhm.
All right. So this is people mostly look for a time pass. So meaning somebody to pass the time.
Right. Somebody pass the time. But that
Like,
goes back up to one we set up before. Hey, just tell them that's your intention. Hey, I'm not looking for a relationship. I just want somebody to hang out with and have fun. Just be straight up. And if the person's like, well, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, fine. No love lost. I respect it. So there, there may be people. I'm surprised that one is on there, but
you,
huh?
Sima, I'm not.
You're not.
I'm
I'm
not. There are
surprised.
plenty of people. Look, and I'm gonna call the ladies out on this.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh, so we're the ones doing it. We're the ones.
Ladies, women will do something that men don't do. A woman will accept a date from a man that she doesn't even like, right? Just to go out to a nice restaurant, just to go out to a nice place, going out for dancing, for drinks, for dinner. So she gets to dress up. She gets to put her heels on. She get to get her hair done.
Called us out.
And she's gonna go out and she's gonna dance and she's gonna drink and she's gonna enjoy the night on you.
Right? Knowing she ain't going out with him.
Knowing that she has no intention of taking it any place else. Right? She already got it in her mind. At the end of the night, she's gonna give him a peck on the cheek and say, thank you for a wonderful evening. Give me let me grab my leftovers. This is gonna be my lunch for tomorrow.
This is my lunch for tomorrow, girl, because I wanted to go to that restaurant and he took me to that restaurant.
Right. And going about her business. And men don't do that.
Right.
That's something
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I gotta agree with you because that's probably true.
Lisa said, and ghost him.
Lisa said, and ghost him. So the next day he'd be calling like, hey, I had a great time. Let's go out again. And she looked at the phone like, I ain't gonna be. Lisa.
Y'all are so wrong.
So wrong. Come on, ladies. Are we out here like this?
Now, here's how men move. If a man doesn't really, if you're like loquacious, you talk too much, right? Yeah, and that gets on his nerves. A pile of other things also get on his nerves, right? A man will still take you out if he likes how you look in that dress.
Mm-hmm. Or if he gonna get some afterwards.
He thinks there's a possibility of a happy ending at the end of the night.
That's it.
He may play that whole game and take you out, right? A man has to like something about a woman to spend time in an evening with her.
I see your point. Okay, yes.
Women don't.
Women she probably not even gonna tell her friends she went out with him.
No, she'll say, I've been to that restaurant.
Yeah, she's a girl and the food was and they be like,
was amazing.
Oh, we used to go there. We used to go together. Well, girl, never mind. That ain't none of your business. But
yeah, that's not important. Wrong. It's wrong. Y'all.
Oh man, y'all, Detroit call us out or what? Did he call us out? Because listen, girl, I got me a new dress and shoes. I need to go out. I got to wear this. Girl, I bought that purple dress and them shoes when we was on vacation. I gotta wear it. And I just got my hair done.
You're wrong. You are so wrong. Y'all are wrong for that. Y'all should stop that. Don't be this thing is about this number 4 was time being a time pass.
Right, because here's what men do. And I think you said it. If we were talking about blocking, because if you don't block and you're still talking, they're thinking I still got an opportunity.
A chance.
I got a chance.
A chance.
One of my friends, a male friend, used to tell me that all the time. And I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not exactly. I'm trying to tell you how men think.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk to them, they're thinking, oh, I might have a chance. I'm like, Why? That's crazy.
Yes, because if she didn't want you, she wouldn't talk to you.
Got it.
If there was no chance, if she thought that you were a slobbering idiot and the door and there was absolutely no possibility, boom, the door is closed. Bye-bye.
Right.
But by the conversation means if I say the right thing, if I hit the right combination of conversation, there's a chance.
There's a chance. There's a chance. I feel you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
But men need to wake up from all that.
Right.
You need to wake up from all that. You playing yourself.
Right. You're playing yourself. So, and that's why I was like, really? I mean, do they see it this way? I'm just trying to tell you how men think. And I'm thinking in my head, that's crazy because that doesn't mean it's an opportunity. I'm just talking to you. But I get it. I get it. All right. Number 5.
Number 5. People are uncontrollable with being
uncomfortable.
Genuine. Uncomfortable. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Uncontrollable. People are uncomfortable with being genuine. They're uncomfortable. That was an important word. It says, while folks are busy aiming for perfection and trying to look cool, we are wasting our time trying to genuinely get to know them. Okay. People have created walls around them that protect them from getting hurt.
Yep.
I understand that desire, but people who constantly show off a different vibe to look cool, act cool, and be cool are also people who are going to make us feel cold in the end. So it's hard to trust a person who doesn't seem genuine and is uncomfortable when they're with us. Is it good to meet someone who makes us feel warm and real?
Mm-hmm.
When they're comfortable being real with us, we can see their honesty, their vulnerability, their interest, and vice versa. When we meet new people, we should always try to be our authentic and genuine self. In the end, when they're gone, we won't feel like we lost them, but they'll feel as if they lost us.
Right. That's it.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting. So basically, number 5 is saying, people are so uncomfortable being genuine that, when you go out with somebody, you don't know if you're getting their real authentic self.
Yes.
And I think I would blame social media for a lot of that too.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it goes back to time. Listen, after a while, the clown is going to get tired of playing the clown at the circus. Eventually, they're going to show who they really are. That's why y'all got to give it time. Time will tell it. Yes. But there are some people who are good. They are masters at deception.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't want to waste time on those people.
They can keep a gag going.
That's when you have to, ladies, vet it with somebody else. They might be able to pick up on it. Okay. Let somebody on the outside looking in take a look, because there are people who are masters at deceiving. They wake up every day to see who can I deceive today. Okay? If that was not true, y'all, I'm a documentary person. I watch documentaries. There are documentaries. Have y'all seen the documentary about my roommate, the worst roommate or something like that? People are, and they come and like, oh yeah, this mama, I got a new roommate. They're going to be great. And then you let them move in and Lord have mercy. They're going to take over your whole place. I forget what you call it. Squatters or something like that.
Yeah, single white female.
Yes. And you're like, what happened? That was so nice, because they were not authentic. They are trained in deception. The only way we can vet out those people is discernment.
Yeah.
Trust this is for the ladies, because we have this gift of intuition. Trust your gut.
Yeah.
Watch closely. Listen to the things that are said. Because after you start, women, y'all know we keep up with stuff. We keep up with details. And you like, wait a minute. I thought he said his mama lives in such and such. Now I hear him on the phone talking about his mama lives somewhere else. Somebody lying. Clue.
Yes. And if he lying about that, he's probably lying about a bunch of other stuff.
I'm saying? This is this person who walks in deception. So I think that's people are afraid to be who they really are. Social media,
Yes.
the group that I'm in, my weight loss group, we talked about tonight that comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes.
And in social media, we always going, man, they doing this. Come, I can, and I'm guilty too sometimes. But I think, and so people start creating this person who they want to be that is not really them because
Yes.
everybody else is doing it.
Yes.
Remember when the sandwich came out for Popeyes?
Yeah.
Everybody went to get, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yes.
I don't even eat it, Popeye. Like, people don't even eat Popeye.
Yeah.
They went because everybody else did it.
We had to have that chicken
They
sandwich.
had to have it. So authenticity
And
now
it was okay.
It was okay.
Okay, but it was just a chicken sandwich.
That's why I didn't go. I'm like, it's just a chicken sandwich.
Guess who did?
I know you. A lot of my friends went too. They're like, girl, I was in line. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But authenticity is, we have a lot of imposter syndrome going around. People are so afraid to just be themselves.
Yes.
And I promise you, there's someone out there who's going to love you being your just 100% yourself so much. I've been waiting on the silly person that you are.
Yes.
That keeps me laughing.
Yes. Or the serious person.
Or the serious person, because I've been getting these people that just, I've been waiting on the serious. I've been waiting on the person that's just as dedicated about their health as me. Just be yourself, and the person who wants to love you will absolutely adore everything about you.
That's a
so
fact.
You can be free. My core value is freedom. I have to be free in who I am. It's important. You can be free, and you don't have to keep up these lies. Because let me tell you, it's going to be a long road, sweetheart. If you get married to somebody and you sold one lie or a story, and that's not who you really are.
No.
And that to me is deception, and it's malicious in my opinion.
So hold on, let me tell. All right, sweetheart, Flakita, just hang on there. They got some questions for us on the TikTok side. So let us get through this.
Okay.
Yes, and Rakina said, I think most people don't even know their own true, authentic self.
Hey, sis, absolutely. And if they would find out, they might just absolutely be in love with their authentic self. I went through that myself. Just growing up, being the oldest child, expected to be perfect, going off to school, losing my parents in college, just trying to figure out who I am. I think my teenage boys they're just trying to figure out who they really are. We all go through it. But at some point, you've got to be okay with who you are. You've got to be okay. And okay with, this is who I am today, but I'm changing, I'm evolving. Oh man, the way that I have evolved over the last 10 years is just, I have to say I'm proud of myself because over the last 10 years, I've been able to accept and, more each year of who I really am. And there's such freedom in it, peace in it, purpose in it.
Love that.
So
and it's totally true. She said, I think most people don't even know their own true, authentic self. Like true, authentic self, meaning like not the lies that you tell yourself, basing it off of social media.
Right.
Not the thing that your mama wants you to be or your daddy says that you are. Right. Yeah. Your true, authentic self. And so it's my thought that you gotta, that's the probably the biggest hinge on this whole dating and relationship world, is to really get to know you. Because the more you get to know you, the more you'll get to know, well, who can work with this?
Right. That's it. That's it. Who can work with this?
Work with this. And if you don't know who, if you don't have a this, then you just like going from person to person and is that it? Is that it?
And making a mess.
Making a mess. You got to have one place that you say, you know what? I stick the flag in the ground. This is who I am.
Who I am.
Look,
who I am.
Look, Sima, I have multiple businesses. I have a couple of businesses. I've had other businesses. Do you know what they are? You know why?
Why?
Because I only want Sima to know Kelvin Troy Johnson for one thing.
I feel you.
I only want you to know me for one thing. When you think of me, I want you to say to your mind, Love Coach Atlanta. I want you to say dating, relationship,
Yep.
all of that.
That's your brand. Yes, that's how I know you.
I want you to say, oh, the guy who wrote the book, Secrets of the Mind of a Man.
That's it.
All right. I don't want you thinking of 100 other things, because none of those things will register when you think of who I am. If I told you all those other things, then you won't remember anything. But the one thing that I constantly and consistently promote which is my brand, which is what I have, me, is the thing that you see.
That's right.
So there's no confusion.
None.
No confusion. I don't post real estate. You know, look, some people do makeup and real estate and this and that and the other thing. No. One thing. And that's my foundation, and that's what I rock with. So yeah. So everybody, look, get to know your own authentic self. She said they show who they feel will be accepted.
Hoping to impress.
Who you got to impress?
So I follow this psychologist on Instagram. She calls that over functionalizing. So when we get into these relationships and we want to be accepted, especially if it's somebody that you really like, you tend to over functionalize at the beginning. So you tend to start doing things outside of the commitments that you've made to yourself. Okay. And that's dangerous because you're building the relationship on your over functionalized self versus the real person. So they're going to want you to keep that up. So it's not a good idea to try to maneuver who you are too much at the beginning to make it fit. That's a clue right there that it doesn't fit.
Right. I like that.
That it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Why we get so big?
Yeah. I like that. I meant to hit the good point button.
Oh, good point.
Air horn. All right.
Okay, so what kind of questions we got? Let's see.
Let's get to these questions.
It's almost 11 p.m. Okay, come on.
All right. And look, everybody, hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the love button, hit a button. I need y'all to hit it. I need y'all to subscribe on YouTube. If you like all of these conversations, go on to YouTube, The Love Coach. You can see it's right there on the bottom of the screen, The Love Coach. I need you to hit that subscribe button, and over here on TikTok, hit that follow button. I need you to follow the work. All right, so Sweetheart has a question. She says, should you drop a guy if he don't text you for 3 days? Here's the rest of it. Should I respond back to him counting same amount of days he disappeared for? Sima, what should she do?
No, delete.
He hasn't responded. He hasn't said anything. She said, this makes me lose interest when you're getting to know a guy and they disappear and then come back.
So listen, this is when you're getting to know the person. Imagine. Listen, when we get to know people, we put our best foot forward. If this is his best foot, baby, no. It takes 1 second to say, hey, have a great day. Lisa said block. He married. Something else has his attention. We have to listen. If he cannot pick up his phone, y'all, we all have our phones every day. 1 second to say, hey, how you doing? I hope you have a good day. Or, hey, I miss talking to you. Maybe we can catch up tonight. Something.
Even in the bathroom.
Huh?
Even in the bathroom.
Right. In the bathroom. You take your phone with you in the bathroom. I do work on my phone.
Me too.
But my thing is, if he has not texted you, young lady, for 3 days, this is the part where he's supposed to be trying to impress you, to show you that, who I am as a person fits with you, who you are as a person. Do you want somebody who doesn't talk to you in 3 days?
Hmm.
You don't even need to respond back. Don't respond back. Say, you ain't talk to me. Don't say nothing. That's that's how they say, just let it go on out in the wash. Okay, next. Because we have to start. She said, this is a whole fact. Definitely cut him off. Cut.
Okay.
Because he already started off on the wrong foot. I mean, this.
Yes,
I'm
I
glad
agree.
you asked that question. Yeah.
I agree from the guy's perspective. If a guy wants you, you'll know it.
You know it. Absolutely.
Guy doesn't want you, you'll know it.
Mm-hmm.
They say success leaves clues, and so does failure.
So
Okay.
don't take it personal. It just didn't. You listen, honey. He's out of the way for the next one.
Yes.
Move him out of the way. He's in the way.
So that
Absolutely.
means just go ahead and look. You can let him know. Listen, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you getting to know you for the long time that we were getting to know each other. I've decided that I want something different from my life. Now you don't even have to listen, and I want our women to become skilled at language.
Very
Right?
good point.
Become skilled at language. Learn how to let people down in a way that doesn't insult them, that doesn't emasculate him, but makes him feel like this is a logical decision. Say, hey, listen, because he's going to try to talk you out of it. No,
Yes.
no. Listen, my grandma got sick, and I had to take my dog to the vet, and he eventually died, so we had to have a funeral, and so on.
Oh, so you're not understanding? I just told you all this had going on. No.
Yeah,
he's gonna tell you all that stuff.
all that stuff, and so you have to be very clear,
very clear,
concise. Listen, I can see that you have a lot going on. I got a lot going on, right? Maybe this isn't the time for us. Look, maybe this just isn't the time for us. But I think you are a great person. I think you're a special person. I think you're important. And you know what? Maybe one day we'll come back together. Our time and life will align. Maybe in the future. But if not, I wish you well. Wish you the best.
You well.
Right. So it's letting him know, hey, it's a time thing. It's not you.
Right.
You're not a bad guy, right? And I'm not a bad person. Just our time is not meeting up.
Mm-hmm.
She said he's on vacation. He has time.
Who was it said, girl block, he married? I'm with them.
He said, bye, boo.
She said, bye. Lisa said, bye, boo.
Look, Renee said that happened to me before. The guy returned talking about hey, honey, acting as if nothing happened. I told him it was over.
Renee, see? He coming there talking about some, hey, honey, thinking you're going to be like, oh, hey, I ain't talked to you in 7 days. But I'm so excited and desperate to hear from you. She said,
and desperate to hear from you.
That's how we act sometimes. Oh, my God, he is texting me. Knowing this, he been gone for 7 days. Girl. But I agree with you, ladies. We have to learn. I get a lot of women, to your point, that say, well, I don't know how to say it to him. So we do have to learn how to communicate firmly, concisely, without, it's not about, to hurt them or emasculate them or or devalue them. To basically say, it just didn't work out. Our timing was off or whatever. Whatever. Put it on my iPod. Listen, I'm gonna put it on myself. I wanted more. I was looking for something a little bit more, and so something like that. But script.
Right. You don't have to be rude. You can be skillful in your language and still be feminine and still be beautiful. Because listen, you never know what the future is. And this guy may say to himself in the future, like, wait, if I ever get another chance with this one, I'm going to straighten this. I'm a straighten up and fly right.
I'm a straight, exactly.
You know, and maybe that's just this little kick in the pants is what he needed to get himself on track and focus on the woman that's in front of him, and maybe not all the things that's around, all the birds that's around. So good stuff. This already said I'm new to this dating game, and Lord is different.
Yeah, it's very different. Very different.
It is very different, but I'm telling you, you can still succeed. You can find. Listen, if you run this video back that we just did here tonight, if you take notes on what we just said here tonight, you're going to have a huge leg up in finding your ideal partner and your ideal mate.
Right. Absolutely.
I absolutely believe that. Sima, thank you so much for your time tonight. Tell the folks how they can connect with you. Tell them what you got going on, and then I'll say a little something, and we getting out of here tonight.
Okay. I really enjoyed this. She's about ready to go back. Again, I'm Sima Tori, and you can find me on Facebook, Sima Ytina, Ytina Clark on Facebook, Coach Sima Ytina on Instagram. Or if you just want to find everything, go to my website at simaytina.com. What I got going on right now, I'm so excited because I just started 2023 certifying life coaches myself. So I've been coaching for 10 years. I am a healing and confidence coach. And so I am now certifying individuals who would like to be a coach. I don't care what kind. If you're going to be a business coach, listen, I've got one young lady in my group. She's going to be a coach for nurses. I've got one young lady who's going to be a coach for families who are raising special needs children. Listen, you can coach. Some of you guys have gifts. You have gifts that the world absolutely needs. So I'm certifying coaches. My first group is, they will be graduating on Sunday. It's 7 of them, 6 ladies and 1 gentleman. So I've got that going on. And then come over to the Unstoppable University. I started it last year. It's just for the women. Over there, we are healing together in community in the university. I have free coaching once a month. So come on over. If anything else, just get the free coaching, hang out with us over to the university, and you can find how to connect on my website as well. So that's what I got going on. And I have my own podcast coming up, you guys. Be on the lookout for that. Yes, we're going to talk about real raw things. Our first guest, we're going to talk about daddy-daughter issues. Okay. So got that coming up.
Sounds good. Well, let a brother know if you need a brother to show up.
Hey, you know I am. Come on the show. We're gonna have some fun. So.
I look forward to it. That'd be awesome. So you guys know y'all can follow me here everywhere at lovecoachatlanta@gmail.com. Wait, Love Coach Atlanta everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, as well, and Twitter, and Kelvin Troy Johnson everywhere. I'm doing some new things with the Love Coach brand, and I'm going to do more focused on things that's happening here in Atlanta using the Love Coach Atlanta brand. So if you guys are interested in coming to the A and seeing what we got going on, I got a
coming to the A.
Come on down. I have a meetup group of 800 people in a 30 plus dating singles 30 plus dating group. So if you're interested in that, link up with me. You can find that on the website, Love Coach Atlanta at Gmail. Wait, I keep saying Gmail. LoveCoachAtlanta.com. Yeah. You can catch.
He just wants y'all to email him.
I know, right? But, well, I don't know why I need y'all to email me, but you know what? Here we go.
There you go. Like we need another email, right?
Yes. And look, y'all don't forget to donate. We need y'all to donate. I need y'all to donate to the show and to help us to keep the things rolling along. We definitely need that and appreciate everything you guys do. So share this out with somebody, connect with Coach Sima, and connect with me, and we'll be glad to help you to live your best life.
Absolutely.
Sima, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
All right. You're welcome. Have a good evening, everybody.
All right, you guys. Y'all have a great evening. Bye-bye.